Hello everybody, this is Dee from Dee's Cute and Crafty, and I am back with 4 Christmas decor pieces for you today. These are cute, they're fun, and they're easy to do. So if you want to know how I made them, please stick around. We're going to be using some of the Dollar Tree wood blocks. Going to need 2 packs of those, 1 of their blank trucks, 4 tumbling tower blocks, piece of MDF, pool noodle, crate, 1 of their furniture markers, Sharpie, 1 of the little clips, wood glue, silver lining by Waverly, Americana, Santa, and my own white chalk paint. So we are going to start out by getting this truck painted. Again, I'm using the Americana Santa red. I'm going to paint that little piece of MDF board, and I'm also going to paint the truck. I took my black Sharpie and did the wheels, my silver Sharpie and did the hubcaps, and my furniture marker, and I'm doing the back wood piece on the truck. Now I'm going to take my crate, and I'm going to take that same wood furniture marker and do the wood crate. I wanted it to have a stained look, and I didn't want to break out my antique wax, so this was really easy to do with that stain marker. So now I'm taking my wood glue, and I'm going to just glue the crate to the back of the truck. Add a little hot glue so that it sticks right now, in the wood glue so that sticks long term. I'm just going to put 2 clamps on that and hold it in place until it dries. Taking my red Sharpie, my Hello Hobby Sharpie, and I'm just coloring in the back of that crate to match the red on the truck. Now I'm taking my blocks and I'm going to paint 2 of them white, and the other 2 that I'll be using I'm going to leave in the natural color because they're just going to be used to hold the truck up, so it doesn't really have to be painted white. I took my pencil and I wrote Days Till Christmas, and now I'm going in with one of the Dollar Tree white paint markers, and I'm just going over that pencil mark so it makes it look gray, but that's okay, I don't mind it. Now I'm going to take the other 2 blocks that I have, and I'm just going to use wood glue and hot glue to get them secured to the bottom of the truck so that the truck is able to stand on its own. I'm just taking my pencil and I'm marking where I want those wood blocks to go. Adding a dab of hot glue in the middle, and actually wood glue in the middle and hot glue around the edges just to get these glued on. Now I'm going to take my tumbling tower blocks, and I'm not going to paint them. You won't see them. I'm just using these, you guys, for support. For that piece of MDF that I painted red, I need support to hold that in place so that I can have somewhere to set my blocks for the countdown for Christmas. Thank you so much to everybody who watched my Grinch video, who commented, who liked it. I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you for that. And thank you for everybody who's here today watching this video. Thank you to all my old subscribers, and thank you to all my new subscribers. I'm blessed and happy to have you here. So now that my 2 blocks are dry, I'm just going in with a green Hello Hobby marker, and I'm just putting numbers on all of the sides. You want to make sure you have 0 through 9, and then you're going to have some doubles on some of your blocks, just because you want to be able to put the days from Christmas, like if it was 60 days, you want to be able to put that. So you have to have every number, and you have to have at least 1 0. So every number you can fit on 1 block, and then if you're missing a number on that block, you're going to put that number on the other block, and then do some doubles. I did 2 1s, 2 2s, things like that to make sure I had enough numbers to do my Days to Christmas countdown. So I'm going in with some of the pool noodle, and I'm just tucking it in the bottom of the truck so that I have somewhere to tuck my trees. And I am putting some moss, and I didn't tell you guys that I had trees and I had moss. I wasn't sure if I was going to put that in the back of the truck or if I was going to do something different. I opted to do the moss and the trees and the pool noodle. So I'm just using the moss to cover up the pool noodle as best I can. And I actually missed a spot. I missed a spot, so I had to go back in there with some more moss and fill that in. But this is the finished product, and I think it is absolutely adorable. Very simple to do, and it came out really nice, you guys. Comment down below. As always, let me know which one is your favorite of the 4 that I'm bringing you today. This one is not my favorite. You want to know which one it is? Keep watching. Moving on to DIY number 2, you're going to need some wood of choice. I have these leftover pieces from another project from Dollar Tree. I've got vinyl letters. I have these Snowflake Buttons that I picked up from Joann's back when I was doing Christmas in July. I also have these wood stems from Dollar Tree, pine cones from the yard and from Dollar Tree, and just scraps really truly of greenery that I had from Christmas in July. I have a piece of MDF that I cut out 6 3x3 squares, my Santa paint, my chalk paint in white, and also some wood glue. So I'm just going to cut these 3x3 wood squares out, and I'm going to use 5 of them. I'm painting them white with my homemade white chalk paint. It doesn't have to be perfect because we are going to distress these a lot before this video is over. I'm giving the back a rough dry coat or dry brush. It doesn't have to be perfect. Really, the back isn't really going to be seen with where I'm going to put it in my house, but I thought might as well put some paint on the back and give it that rustic look just like the front. Now I'm going in with my vinyl letters to spell the word Mary. And oh my goodness, you guys, this gave me heck. I normally don't have a big issue with vinyl letters. Well, I'll take that back. It's hit or miss. Sometimes I have no issue. Sometimes it's just like, what's going on? I don't understand. So I put my letters down one at a time. I did not do them all at the same time because I didn't want them to get on here like really, really good and I couldn't peel them off. Doesn't matter. I put them on, painted over them, could not peel them off. I could get the black vinyl off, but the glue underneath would not budge. I picked, I scraped, I picked. Then I got my little whittling tool and with the little blade, and I just scraped it up with that, and I got it off. But every single letter, I had to scrape something on every single letter. So labor of love. Then the paint bled through, of course it did. And I had to go back with my white paint, touch up all the spots where I got red paint, go in with my red Sharpie, touch it up a little bit more. Oh my goodness. Yes, this is my favorite of the 4 that I'm showing you today because I worked on this one and it came out beautiful in the end, but I really had to work. So after I got everything all touched up, I'm going in with my Gator sander and I'm just giving it a really, really good sanding, really rustic and old and weathered, and that's exactly what I wanted. I went all the way down to the brown wood underneath the white paint, which is perfect for this DIY because it's picking up the brown in these 2 wood pieces. These are some pieces from Dollar Tree that had the little coffee sign on them, and I just pulled that out. And here you see I have a mess of greenery. I like to take my Dollar Tree pine and trim it down like almost to nothing because when it's long, I think it looks cheap. So I trimmed it all down. And here you see it right here. And I should have dusted it with some white paint to make it have a snowy effect. I can still go back and do that. And I'm sorry I'm so close up. I, was messing around with positioning of the camera. And yeah, this is what we ended up with. But it levels out in the end. So I just took my stapler and I stapled those two pieces of wood together. Also used hot glue and wood glue while I was putting those together to make sure it really stays. And now I'm just getting my greenery down, and I had a piece of leftover ribbon from the Grinch DIY, and I took that and made a little bow with it. I'm adding my berries, my pine cones, just really giving it some Christmas cuteness. And now that I have all my greenery attached, I'm going to attach those wood stems to the bottom because these are going to be the feet that stand this DIY up. I thought these were so appropriate for this DIY because they're rustic. They are rustic. I don't know. I can't talk. I don't know. No clue. Oh my gosh. But I thought they were rustic, and I thought that they added just the right touch to this DIY. And now I'm going in with my snowflake buttons, and I'm just adding one to each letter. And I'm out of frame, you guys, but I will get back in frame here in just a little bit and show you what I'm doing. So I'm adding a line of glue at the bottom of each letter, and then I'm sticking it right down in that slat, that little slot that's at the top of this wood piece, just tucking it right in there. And it is perfect. I love this. Definitely my favorite of the 4 that I'm showing you today. This is totally my vibe, you guys. Oh, my goodness. Moving on to DIY number 3, you're going to need 2 of these houses, craft paper of choice, 4 tumbling tower blocks. I have some of these little Christmas trees, the wooden ones from Hobby Lobby, a craft stick, some Waverly in white, glue stick, and also, or not glue stick, well, there's a glue stick. Oh my gosh, a glue stick and some wood glue and some furniture markers. And we're going to start this DIY. So I took off all of the paper, peeled it off as best I could. Then I went in with my electric sander and I sanded it down. For the other one, the other wood piece I had, I sanded it right from the beginning. I sanded all that paint off of there because I was not going to be playing around with trying to cover it with the white chalk paint. But after I got it all sanded down, I realized I loved the texture and the look of this. So I'm not going to paint it with the Waverly white chalk paint. I'm going to leave it as is because I think it's beautiful. So I just went in with my craft paper and just kind of pushed it down into that house so it would give me an idea of where to cut. And now I'm going in with my glue stick, and we're just going to get that adhered to the house. This one is super easy and it's really cute. I love it. Just taking my Dollar Tree white paint marker and filling in wherever I missed a spot with that paper because I don't want to see the brown underneath the paper. So there was little spots at each corner of the house, and I just painted them, and it's perfect. You can't even tell. So now I'm taking one of these little Christmas trees, and you get 6 in a pack. And that's what's going to go on the other wood house. But before I do that, I'm going to take my tumbling tower blocks. I am going to glue 2 together end to end, and then I'm going to stack those on top of each other and use some wood glue and some hot glue to make sure they hold. I'm just going to glue those to one side of the larger house using wood glue and hot glue once again, because I need this house to be taller than the small house because we're going to stack them. Now I'm taking my Hello Hobby markers, and I just went in with that marker and colored in the tree, made it green, put a little gold star at the top with one of my Sharpie gold markers, and went in and filled in that red ribbon at the bottom, or the ribbon in the bottom in red, with my Hello Hobby red marker. And we're just going to get it adhered to this house. And looking at it, it's such a deep, dark forest green that it almost looks black, and you really can't see what the words say on camera, but in person you can see it, and it's absolutely gorgeous. I guess I could have done the tree in white, but I wanted a traditional green tree to match the green of the craft paper on the other house. So that's why I did it. So we're going to take a little bit of this white chalk paint and paint these tumbling tower blocks. I also took that white chalk paint and went around the entire edge of the larger house. Now I'm taking a craft stick and I'm measuring out what I need and getting the shape that I need to give this house a roof line so that it matches the other house. Just cutting them down to size, doing a little sanding. And just getting them adhered down with that hot glue. Now I'm going to take my furniture marker in the color Walnut and just stain that craft stick. I also took the furniture marker and went over the other house as well. You'll see that in the reveal because I wanted it to match more with the smaller house. So now I've stacked them on top of each other and I've outlined where I need to place my glue. I am using wood glue and hot glue for this. Even though I'm gluing it on paper, I'm still going to use the wood glue. And doing my little cleanup, being careful not to rip my paper. Erasing my pencil line. And you guys, this one's done. How cute is that? So quick and easy to make, and I think it is absolutely adorable. I really like it. It would be cute on a tiered tray or just sitting in a little vignette with maybe some Christmas trees around it, some of the bottle brush trees. So cute. You guys, if you like this content, please give it a big fat thumbs up. It lets YouTube know that you like my content. They push me out a little bit more, and it helps my channel grow, and I would be so grateful for that. All right, you guys, moving on to DIY number 4. You'll need an MDF board, some of the Dollar Tree tiles. I have some burlap and some ribbon. And I will be doing some hand lettering. I have tumbling tower blocks, white chalk paint, and jute. So I just did these little forms of what we are going to make into angels. And I just used whatever round caps that I had, jar lids, anything like that, to get 3 different sizes. And now I'm just going to take my X-Acto knife and I'm going to cut these all out, trim them down, and sand them. Then we're going to take the Dollar Tree tiles and we're going to put a different tile on each angel. Just going to trace around the form and cut it out. And for this one, once you cut it, the sticky backing no longer sticks to it. So I just use some hot glue. Just be careful using that because it will heat up and it does burn you. I didn't burn my hand, but I'm just letting you know. It gets hot. I'm going to do a little bit of trim work since I got my tile a little bit too big. And this isn't something you can sand down like you do the paper. You actually really have to trim this down with some scissors. Now I'm going to take my white chalk paint and I'm going to brush over the raised areas to give it some dimension. Now I'm taking this really pretty gray ribbon that I got from Joann Fabrics after I get my twine on, I guess. I'm going to make a bow with that ribbon. But right now, it looks like I'm just doing my embellishment with the twine around the neck of the angel. And then I am going to make a bow, and then I'm going to take some of that jute twine and make another bow and put those two together. And then just glue it to the back of the angel to give her her wings. I'm going to tie off the jute twine separately, then add it to the gray and silver ribbon, bunch it together or pinch it together, however you want to say it, and then tie it together. And that is it, you guys. That is easy peasy for these angels, but they're so cute. Just going to add a tumbling tower block to the back so that they can stand up. And these are done. Just doing a little trim. Getting rid of some of the longer pieces of jute that was on the ribbon because I don't need them. And there she is. Okay, you guys, here is the final reveal of everything that I've made for you today. I hope you've enjoyed this video. And if you have and you haven't subscribed yet, I really, truly hope you would consider doing that. And please don't forget to hit the notification bell as well so you never miss out on another Cute and Crafty DIY with D. You guys, thank you, as always, for being here. I can't tell you enough how much I enjoy your company and you guys talking to me in the comments. Also, please go ahead and follow me over on Facebook. I have a private group over there. It is called D's Cute and Crafty DIY Divas. If you're a crafter but you don't have a channel here on YouTube and you'd like to share your beautiful DIYs and crafts with us, go over there, ask to become a member, and admin will let you in, and you can start sharing your crafts over there. I would love to see them. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up, leave me a comment, and share this video with your friends and family. You guys, as always, please be safe, be blessed, and craft something beautiful today, you guys. I'll see you in my next one. Bye.